This camera is impressive.
I know, it's high quality.
Look at the depth. It's like I'm really there.
You can see our zits. Well, mine.
I got one.
Stop for you to see what your life can truly be. When you reach out for the star, yeah, dreams will take you very far, yeah. When you reach out for a dream, yeah, life ain't always what it seems, oh yeah. Shining star, no matter who you are, yeah, to see what you can truly be.
It's time. Hello and welcome to the Mr. Denniston Show. I am the host of the show, Isaac Denniston.
And I'm the co-host, Matthew Duffy.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't. What do you want from me, man?
It's been a while. It's been about a month since we've both been on the camera.
Yep.
And stuff has happened in the month. Matthew, anything interesting happened to you of the month of July?
Well, I had a birthday.
No?
Yep, the big 21.
That's good.
Yep. I don't know what else you want me to say.
I guess they happen every year.
Yeah.
I did something kind of interesting. This is the first time I will ever and you will ever get to vote in an election. And so I decided to watch both of the conventions, both the RNC and the DNC. Yeah, over the span of 2 weeks, I watched both of them as they happened. And Matthew, one of my favorite things about these conventions is, like, everyone will have a sign up, you know. A lot of them are like Hillary signs or Trump signs and stuff like that. My favorite sign I saw at the DNC was, it said, "I'm a Democrat. I disagree with all the Republicans, and that's why I'm here." And I kept looking at that sign, and I was just like, it makes no sense to me.
I mean,
it's like saying you're a nudist on strike. What?
let's table that one and discuss the fact that the sign is like pointing out the obvious. Like, obviously you disagree with something about the
Exactly,
Republicans, and that's why you're there in the first
Just like
place.
saying you're a nudist on strike.
Oh, God, I don't know about that one. Okay.
I'm telling you, my analogies are always on point, and this is one of them. I don't like to talk about politics on this show that much.
Ooh.
But yes,
Do you know
Matthew.
what starts tomorrow?
What? The Olympics.
Yes.
Technically, it starts tonight, but you
Well,
know.
yeah, but
Still, I love the Olympics,
I do
especially the
too.
summer ones. And for
yeah, I'm a Winter Olympics guy. I'm not gonna lie, I like the figure skating. Say what you want, Benjamin, but
I like the bogganing. Tobogganing.
I always wanted to be a professional loser.
Loser. Because the Olympics are about 2 weeks long, correct? I believe. You know, they only happen about every 4 years, so
Yeah.
it's hard to keep track. I believe they're 2 weeks long.
I think they're a little more than 2 weeks.
They're roughly around 2 weeks, I would say.
Anywhere from 2 weeks to a month.
Yes. Anyways, so no, it's not a month. It'd be
I
2
said
weeks.
anywhere in between.
Anyways, so during this entire time, Matthew and I will be providing live coverage from Beijing, or that's not where we're at
Rio
now.
de Janeiro.
Yeah, same place. We'll be providing live coverage from there as the Olympics go on. Not
See?
correct. No. As you can tell, we've been studying up. That's not what's happening. But we do want to do something exciting for the Olympics here on the Mr. Denniston Show. So we will be having our own MDS Olympics.
That's so exciting.
That's going to be exciting. So what's going to happen is I even got my spandex for it. What's going to be
good.
happening is we're going to ask for these next few days until Sunday, which is the 13th. Let's go with Monday the 4th. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking for all of you guys to comment on everything, like comment on this video, comment on the posts on Facebook and everything. Everywhere where you see the Mr. Denniston Show, comment on it and tell us what Olympic sport you want us to do. And we will pick 3 of the most requested. So,
Isaac,
yes, Matthew.
it's the Summer Olympics.
I know it's the Summer Olympics.
They're going to make us run a lot.
We don't know. Don't give them ideas in our head.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Everybody likes watching chubby kids run. This past Sunday, Isaac came to surprise me for my birthday celebration.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And it was really fun.
Some of it was fun. What the original plan was to do was the fact that Matthew was leading worship over in Columbus, Ohio. And so Sunday morning, I drove over to his and his wife's hometown, Eaton, and drove over there and picked up his wife, Rosanna, and we started heading over to Columbus. But then we hit hour-long traffic on 70. But something funny about Ohio is their driving and everything. And this leads us to our very first installment of a segment we like to do on the Mr. Denniston Show called Things I Love. And so this will be Things I Love About Ohio. So number 1 things I love about Ohio is the fact that when driving into Ohio, right after the Indiana state line, they put up all these signs about how to drive. And it's like they're detoxing Indiana drivers. I'm not kidding. If you hit the Indiana state line, you've seen these. It's like all of a sudden, it's like if there's an emergency vehicle, pull to the side of the road. If there's someone stopped on the side of the road, pull to the other side. Fast cars need to go into the left lane. Slower cars need to go into the right lane. I'm not kidding. A whole row of these signs, and it's like they're detoxing Indiana drivers.
They're educating Indiana drivers. Really. Because let's be serious, okay? They're awful.
Oh my. But anyways, I think that's hilarious because half of Ohio roads are dirt roads, so why are they over there detoxing Indiana drivers? It makes no sense to me.
Educating Indiana drivers.
What do you mean educating?
Indiana drivers are awful.
Okay. I don't see how they're that awful.
They're terrible. Okay, it takes like 4 years to get through a flipping traffic light. No one knows how to claim their third in an intersection. No one knows how to park. It's very frustrating.
I don't see what your issue
It's
is.
very frustrating,
It's
and so
fine.
we have to educate. Also, there are only a few dirt roads in Ohio.
A few, as in half or 99%.
No.
So, anyways, second things I love about Ohio is all of the funny looks I got as I was at the Preble County Fair. Now, Matthew, here's something about it. We didn't mention this, but I went to the Preble County Fair because we ended up hitting hour-long traffic. So we're like, not worth going to see Matthew now. So Rosanna and I drove back to Eaton and went to this fair. And the first thing we did there was we watched the pig races or the pig showings or the pig pageants or whatever what was going on.
Pageants.
That's what it seemed like. There's a guy over there with it was
hog
like
shows.
they might as the hog pageants pretty much.
Hog
They
shows.
might as well had like Ryan Seacrest in the middle with the microphone saying, this pig one with the back legs can't walk and and he's gonna win. And it just made no sense to me. But that's where I got the most funny looks. Now at this
Now, why did you get funny looks?
I'm not sure. If you and you could say it's how I looked, but Matthew, here's a picture of me and a goat that I got a picture with there. And as you can tell, Matthew, I look the look.
I gotta say, you dressed the part.
I did. I looked the look. All I was missing was my belt buckle. and we'll work on that for next year. So, anyways, that's the things I love about Ohio. But I had a great time. Mm-hmm. It was so fun riding with your family.
We went to Cheddar's, which is a really good place. You should go. There's one in Indy.
It's yummy. Oh, there's one in Indy.
Yeah.
I want to go back.
It's yummy and it's affordable. There were 7 of us in my grandmother's car. A lot of people.
We had air conditioning issues, apparently. I don't know what y'all were complaining about in the back. I was in the front seat.
The air conditioning only worked in the front, and it was blowing out hot air in the back, and we're all flipping dying.
Oh my, that's great. Have you ever seen Duck Dynasty or Pa Ma Kettle? That's what it was like in the car. So,
Hey, Isaac, I have a joke.
yes.
What do you call a dog with no legs?
What?
It doesn't matter what you call him because he's not coming.
So horrible. All right. So with that one, let's go ahead and end the Mr. Denniston show. And again, remember, MDS Olympics will be next. And go ahead. It'll be 3 different episodes too. So we're essentially doing 3 episodes. So
Be merciful.
yeah. And that is the Mr. Denniston show. And and as I always say, the future is very bright. See you guys.